Okay. We learned that I am bad at it. I have to drive out of the another place. Next time I will drive with the battery for my battery, because this is making these videos and also remaking them so they have same size. It took about, for the first two movies, about 30% of my battery. And mind you, it was at 81%, so it's at 55 now. I do wonder if YouTube version will be uploaded when I arrive at the fourth destination. I just want to see what the fog is done. Because last time couldn't observe the fog properly, but also sadly it's good overall, but sad for you is that the fog has cleared mostly, so yeah, that's you might not see it. I might not see it. That's the thing. Also, yes, pharmacies are in the center of most villages / towns. This town that we just were in, it's big enough that it even has two, so high class. The one we are going next is county capital, so it also has two. I used to joke that you could map the importance of cities by pharmacies they have, like the number of pharmacies they have. Because in a way it was, especially in late 90s, early 2000s, it was like an index of how much wealth population had, but also how many people could afford to, well, technically it's free to go to the college, to university, but during that time you have to do something. You either live off your parents, or you have to do something to study, to have time to study, and to live, to have food, basics. So yes, there are various programs in a university that help you with that, but they help you with minimum. They give you the base, and if you want anything above it, well, you have to work for this. And the base might be like, yeah, you have a place to sleep with two other guys. Yes, you have 2 or 3 meals a day if you are in the right time, and that's it. And they look the other way when you change your small room into a place where you brew a lot of moonshine. As long as you give the landladies some of the moonshine from time to time. Being cordial. Not like they demand it. You're just being cordial. The citrus vodka. Well, it wasn't a vodka, and it wasn't exactly a citrus. It was citron. Oh, I keep forgetting what's not grapefruit, not lemon. Lemon, but it was 85% strong, approximately. So you had to be careful, because of course you could make it stronger. You could just mix flavor with ethanol, and trust me, chemistry wing, it didn't have problems with large amounts of ethanol. But you didn't want to make it flavorless. You didn't want to make it just burn and there is aftertaste. You wanted to make it drinkable, which meant usually between 50 and 85%, depending on your receptor. I forgot the word in English. Prescription, like the recipe. Because at 55% it was easy to make it nice and have a good taste, but it was sometimes too weak for students. Like 55%, it's like for kids. And yeah. On the other hand, 85% you were fighting with basically with ethanol and you had to have extremely pure ethanol that didn't have any smell. So basically almost anhydrous or something like that, because many times rectified. Yeah. I believe my aunt was one of the first ones who rectified alcohol to what, 98%, maybe a bit above that, because the limit is like 97.5%, and she tried to push it above for some of her tests and some of her works and some of her experiments. She needed this pure alcohol. But going back to lemon vodka, for lack of a better word. Yeah, it was extremely popular when I was in university. I think the best ones were around 65-70%. You could still definitely feel the taste, and it didn't feel artificial. They knew what they were doing. It didn't feel like artificial, flavor with ethanol, which is what it was in a way. Okay, I'll be parking. I'll stop now.